The day the sky turned black was the day Earth changed forever. Tai-ho stood on the roof of the Seoul Defense Center, his eyes fixed on the massive ships that blocked the sun. They had appeared without warning, without a single message. 7 huge black vessels, each larger than the biggest city on Earth. "Sir, what are your orders?" asked a young soldier beside him. Tai-ho gripped his tablet tightly. All their weapons were down. Every missile, every gun, every satellite defense system, all dead. Whatever these visitors had, it was far beyond Earth's technology. "We wait," he said simply, "and we watch." Across the world, the same scene played out. Panic in the streets, leaders scrambling for answers. And then, the message came. It boomed from the sky in perfect human languages, somehow translated for each region. "People of Earth, you are now under the protection and control of the consortium. Resistance is futile and will result in punishment. Your planet has resources we need. Your people will serve. This is the natural order of the galaxy." 3 days later, Jisoo Park walked into the first meeting between Earth's leaders and the aliens. As Earth's best diplomat, she had been chosen to speak for humanity. The aliens called themselves the Consortium, and their leader was tall and blue-skinned with 4 arms. "You may address me as High Commander Vex," it said coldly. Jisoo bowed slightly. "We wish to discuss terms that would benefit both our peoples." Vex made a sound like metal grinding. It might have been a laugh. "There are no terms to discuss. You are a Class 3 primitive species. You have no technology of value. Your only worth is your labor and your planet's resources." 5 years passed. Earth was changed. Humans worked in mines and factories run by the aliens. Tai-ho, once a proud military commander, now led a small group of rebels. They met in an old basement in what used to be downtown Seoul. "We can't fight their weapons," said an old general. "They're too advanced." "Maybe we don't need to fight their weapons," said a new voice. Everyone turned. A young man stood in the doorway, his face dirty from working in the alien factories. "My name is Han Bin," he said. "I'm an engineer, and I'd noticed something strange when the aliens used their neural tech around humans." He placed a small device on the table. "Their systems glitch when exposed to certain human brain patterns, especially when we feel strong emotions or think creatively." Tai-ho leaned forward. "What are you saying?" "I'm saying the aliens evolved differently than us. They think with pure logic. They have no creativity, no emotional range like humans do. And their technology, it can't handle our chaos." Jisoo, who now worked as a translator for the aliens, nodded slowly. "That explains why they call us primitive. They see our emotions as a weakness." "But what if it's actually our strength?" Han Bin asked. "What if our feelings, our messy human thoughts, are something they never expected, something they can't defend against?" Tai-ho stood up, hope in his eyes for the first time in 5 years. "Then we just found humanity's secret weapon." Han Bin worked day and night in a small hidden lab. The room was once a storage closet in an abandoned school. Now it held the hope of humanity. "How is it going?" Tai-ho asked, entering the cramped space. Han Bin looked up from a strange device made of alien parts and human electronics. "I'm almost there. I need one more thing." "What?" "A brain expert, someone who understands how human emotions work in the brain." 2 days later, Jisoo brought a woman to the secret meeting place. She had gray hair and careful eyes. "This is Dr. Soo Min," Jisoo said. "She studied brain science before the aliens came." Soo Min looked at Han Bin's device. "So you think human emotions affect their technology?" Han Bin nodded. "Every time humans feel strong emotions near their neural interfaces, the systems glitch. I've been watching it for months in the factory." "Show me your evidence," Soo Min said. Han Bin showed her videos he had secretly recorded, workers getting angry or excited, and nearby alien screens flickering. Guards becoming sad about home, and their weapons losing power for a moment. "Interesting," Su Min said. The aliens evolved through logic and group thinking. Their brains work like computers. But human brains, she smiled. We're messy. We feel. We create. Our brain waves are chaotic to them. Together, they built what they called an emotion amplifier. It was small enough to hide in a pocket. Time to test it, Taiho said 1 week later. They chose a small alien outpost with only 5 guards. Taiho, Han Bin, and 3 rebels approached at night. When they were close, Han Bin turned on the device. Think about your families, he told them. Think about Earth before the aliens. Feel everything you can. The device hummed. It caught their emotions and made them stronger, sending them out like waves. Inside the outpost, all the lights went out. The alien guards stumbled around confused, their weapons and communicators dead in their hands. The rebels moved in quickly. They tied up the aliens and took their supplies without firing a single shot. It worked. Taiho whispered in amazement. The news spread among humans. Small acts of resistance began happening everywhere. The aliens couldn't understand what was happening to their technology. In the consortium's main ship, High Commander Vex was angry. What is causing these failures? It demanded. An alien scientist bowed. We don't know, Commander. It only happens around the humans. Their primitive brains somehow interfere with our systems. Impossible. They are barely evolved monkeys. Meanwhile, in the secret lab, Su Min made a new discovery. It's not just any emotion that works best, she told the others. It's creativity, human imagination. When we think of things that don't exist, when we create new ideas, that's when their systems fail completely. Jisoo smiled. So the thing they mock us for, our dreams, our stories, our art, is actually our greatest weapon. Yes, Han Bin said. And I've made a bigger amplifier, one that can affect a whole building. Taiho looked at his friends. Then it's time to plan our first real attack. We're going after the regional headquarters. For the first time since the aliens came, hope spread across Earth. The secret weapon wasn't something humans needed to build or discover. It was something they had all along. The attack on the regional headquarters would not be easy. The building was tall and heavily guarded, with hundreds of aliens inside. We need more help, Taiho said during the planning meeting. Jisoo stepped forward. I have something to show you. She placed a small disc on the table. When she touched it, a strange face appeared as a hologram. It wasn't human. It had large eyes and gray skin. This is Ral. He's from a planet called Maris. His people were taken by the consortium long before they found Earth. Ral spoke in a soft voice. There are many species like mine, all slaves to the consortium, all watching what your humans are doing with great interest. Taiho leaned forward. Can your people help us? We cannot create the effect your brains do, Ral said. But we can help you use it better, and we can fight alongside you. 2 weeks later, the plan was ready. 12 teams would attack alien bases all around the world at the same time. Each team had humans with emotion amplifiers and aliens from other worlds who wanted freedom. The night of the attack was dark and rainy. Taiho led the main team toward the headquarters in Seoul. Han Bin and Su Min stayed in their lab, ready to turn on their biggest amplifier yet. Remember, Taiho told his team, think of stories, think of music, think of art and dreams and things that could be. That's what hurts them most. They moved through the city silently. When they reached the building, Han Bin's voice came through their earpieces. The big amplifier is on. Now. Taiho closed his eyes. He thought of old Korean folk tales his grandmother told him. He thought of music he loved, of paintings that moved him, of stories yet to be written. Around him, the other humans did the same, their minds filled with creativity and imagination, amplified by the device. Inside the building, chaos erupted. The aliens' weapons failed. Their communication systems died. Even their doors stopped working. Taiho's team moved in. They found the aliens confused and helpless. Their ally Ral led another team in through the back entrance. In the control room, they found High Commander Vex trying desperately to call for help. "What have you done?" it hissed at Taiho. "We used what makes us human," he answered simply. Across the world, the other teams had similar success. By morning, every major alien base on Earth was under human control. But the fight wasn't over. The main consortium fleet still orbited Earth. In the lab, Han Bin and Su Min worked on their final project, a planet-wide amplifier. "If this works," Han Bin said, "every human on Earth will help power it. The combined force of billions of creative minds. It will be too much for them to handle," Su Min finished. 3 days later, they were ready. The message went out to every human. At exactly noon, think of your favorite story, song, or dream. Imagine the future. Create something in your mind. At noon, the amplifier turned on. 8 billion humans thought creatively at the same time. In space, the alien fleet's systems failed completely. Their ships drifted, powerless. Jesu sent them one message: leave our world and never return. Or stay and learn what it means to be truly advanced, to have both technology and heart. As the alien ships limped away from Earth, Taiho looked up at the sky, now clear and blue again. "What do we do now?" Han Bin asked. "We rebuild," Taiho said. "And we join the galaxy, not as slaves, but as teachers." Humanity had found its place among the stars, and their secret weapon, their beautiful, chaotic, creative minds, had changed the game forever.